When I play through the game, I usually go Halloween Town, then Neverland, then Atlantica, but this time I went Atlantica after Halloween Town, which is still not consistent with how the Heartless are leveled per world, but whatever. It's time to land in the land of Atlantica, where everything's better down where it's wetter, and also everything's hotter under the water, or at least Ariel is. I prefer her with fins, something to grab onto. Donald's magic turns Sora into a nippled, penisless merman, Goofy into a sea turtle, and himself into an octopus so he can hook up with Ursula and make duck-billed, morbidly obese squid babies who wear fat lipstick and cast arrow all the time for no reason. They are stumbled upon by a red hermit crab named Sebastian, a young mermaid named Ariel, and a yellow flounder whose name escapes me. Ariel asks Sora where he's from, obviously unaware what a terrible microaggression that is, and we learn that Sora is the world's worst liar of all time, saying they're from an ocean far away and they don't know how to swim in these waters. Despondent giggling does not fool anyone except Ariel. Are different oceans really that different to swim in? I mean, if I fly to Japan, I'm not gonna forget how to walk. I get off the plane like, whoa, I need to reorient myself. Can someone show me how you guys walk here? Sebastian starts a tutorial of how to swim in Atlantica by having you chase Flounder around a few too many times, before some jellyfish-looking Heartless crash the party to be defeated in 2 seconds. The group decides they must warn the Palace of the danger and use the Triton markers painted along the sea walls to find their way there, because even Square knows this level design is too damn convoluted. Upon arriving at the throne room, and with the Heartless in hot pursuit, the trio watch a huge thunder beam eradicate the group of Heartless tailing them, even though those particular Heartless usually absorb thunder, but I guess they make an exception when it comes to Hella Thunder. The bearded trident-wielding Hella Thunder shooter merman is introduced by a crab as the ruler of the seas, King Triton. He is wary of these new guests, and for some reason Goofy decides to let slip that they're here to find the keyhole. And by let slip, I mean flat out state, with intention and purpose, like an idiot. With recognition in his eyes, Triton forcefully denounces the existence of this keyhole, and yells at his daughter Ariel for being naive and dumb and innocent. He forbids her from leaving the palace, and she storms off to go leave the palace real quick. Sora and everyone follow her, and the scene continues in the throne room with Sebastian reporting to Triton that the creatures seem to be coming from Ursulas Grotto, a sea witch who is up to no good again. He sees that exile from the palace has taught her nothing, and he also told Sebastian to keep Ariel away from such danger, did he not? Transcripts. Ariel shows Sora, Donald, and Goofy to her grotto, a special place where she keeps things she's collected from the outside world, like assorted kitchenware and used tampons and condoms. She remarks about wanting to see other worlds, evocative of Riku's disposition. Her and Riku would probably get it on. He must not have ever visited this world. What a shame that his true love could have been swimming here this whole time with him never to discover her. Sora says he used to feel the same way, and Ariel's like, used to? And Sora's like, oh fuck, I mean I still do. She is cartoonishly dupable. They decide to look for the keyhole together, but as they leave the grotto it appears someone has been watching them from a cauldron. Ursula laughs fiendishly about how she has the Heartless on her side and how Ariel might prove useful. Then presumably she changes the channel to Game of Thrones or something. Do cauldrons get HBO? She's probably watching reruns of Girls instead. Ursula's shaped like a Lena Dunham fan. From here, the group has to persuade a dolphin to jet them past some heavy currents, but his positioning is annoying and you can't be in combat to grab onto his fin, and it's very dumb overall. Give me Mermaid Kick now, or like a submarine or something. Flounder calls him a big fish, but dolphins aren't fish, they're mammals, and I learned that from the movie Daddy Daycare starring Eddie Murphy in 2003. Some things stick for no reason. When exploring a sunken ship, the group find a blue crystal shaped like the head of a trident after being jump-scared by a shark that literally stopped my heart when I was 8 years old. My dad had to give me mouth-to-mouth, and when I questioned him afterwards about the need for that, he gave me the side-eye and said he thought I was drowning on my bedroom floor. Things have been weird ever since. After returning to Ariel's grotto, a word that keeps showing up in this world, Flounder says a symbol on one of the walls seems to match the crystal we have. We place it inside the grooves and it lights up, but Triton appears and yells at Ariel again for disobeying him before shattering the crystal with another blast of Hella Thunder from his trident. She cries and swims off before Triton turns to the rest of the group and destroys them with logic and facts. He says he knows they're not... He says he knows they're not from another ocean, they're from another world, and one must not meddle in the affairs of other worlds. Ooh boy, does he lay the smackdown. He says the Keybearer shatters peace and brings ruin, and then he straight up declares there's no room in his ocean for Sora or his goddamn key. Fuck. Maybe hate speech is violence, because I feel like killing myself after that. Cut to Ariel sobbing uncontrollably in some other grotto, and Ursula popping in to play the savior. She says she'll grant Ariel her dream of seeing other worlds, and tells them her new friends came from one. Atlantica probably has the best narrative of all the Kingdom Hearts worlds. It is just deceit and savagery ratcheted up to 11. All Ursula wants in return is for Ariel to give her King Triton's trident, which she apparently leaves floating behind his throne by itself inexplicably whenever he goes to take a piss or something. This all transpires. Ursula gets the trident, King Triton's nipples are all sad and worn out, and we're all united against a common threat. We go to Ursula's grotto and ejaculate fire spells into her cauldron until she gets knocked out, but she escapes into her hole and plugs it up with ink, which is fucking disgusting. Then we fight Giant Ursula by beating the shit out of her chin. I mean, we go to town on that chin like nobody has before. And her earlobes, those take a good whacking too. Ooh, and the back folds of her neck and her fat lips. And don't forget the bridge of her nose. She needs facial reconstruction surgery by the time we're done. And some new gills, since based on her death animation, I guess she can't breathe no more. Success is achieved. Sora seals the keyhole that would have been revealed by that crystal, but Triton's trident provides a substitute. Ariel gives Sora a keychain, and it's happily ever after. By the way, of all the denizens of the different worlds Sora visits, King Triton seems to know an awful lot about Keyblade-related things. Quick query for anyone who's deep in on the KH lore. We know Xehanort, or whoever is who told Maleficent about everything going on, and she then told all her villain compatriots. But how does Triton know so much? Did Xehanort visit him? Is there a lore snippet of Xehanort in merman form chatting up a young Triton somewhere in Kingdom Hearts 3? I think Atlantica has more secrets to offer if the developers decide they want to expound on them. Anyway, that's going to do it for this thing. Twitter is @SunburnedAlbino, and patreon.com/SunburnedAlbino is how to give me monthly money. Like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. We have fun here.